3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. San Lobo. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Slam, slam, slam. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Big hold of the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Brace don't travel. Brace don't travel. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check three, check three, check three. Check, 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 check. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check, crunch, crunch.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check nine, check nine. Kill, 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 kill. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Hey, hey, watch edge, watch edge. He's coming, he's coming. You're out. You got double up. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike. Check 55, Mike. Here we go.
Looking to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship.
2nd and 5. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up third down.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
36. Check, lock it. Check.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Gurley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Black 80! Get hot! Tight down. There you go. Get hot!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Watch the twist.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Right there. 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check 43. Back. 80 weapon. 52. Check 4.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On the ready. 58. Come on. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right. Ready.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, switch gears. Whip. Watch the whip. Ready, go.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me. Big ass. Protein spill. Check 24. Hatchet. Check 3. Yep, sir.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Switch. Shift. Showing it. Kill. See it. Kill.
2nd and 15. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Give me that ball, defense. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Right there, 54, right there.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch twins. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Set.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's Barrios complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Matt Weil now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 61 yards that time on the ground.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Devlin will try to power it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. James Devlin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Pretty move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Mike 59. Mike 59. 11. Check it back.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I got this.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarrett McKinnon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards at a 1st down L.A.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Hey, gun.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Open man is Kirk, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Watch the screen. Check 37. Check 37.
Slam.
Under 10.
Gone.
10.
Go.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Watch the edge. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch edge. Bang.
You're out. Bang. Ready, go.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Red. 60 orange.
Mike. 6 man. Check curls.
Hey, check 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bombers.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Check.
61. Matchbox. Right. Run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On second down, here's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Check.
Shit.
Check 3.
Alert 3. Kill.
Bam. Dog. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it.
And now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Mark 55. Hey, come on, no. Hey, check. Go. Ready, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Touchdown, Redskins. Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On the run, it's Penny. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
56 is my head.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
65.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, break. Right there in the middle, 55.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
56.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's how we do it, baby.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Okay, ready? Watch twist. 80 weapon. Delta.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Watch the run.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Braxton Berrios, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo on first down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. Penny will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Crosby with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Redskins, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for L.A., any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.